This episode of the Rocker Skating Podcast is brought to you by Aura. Let's be honest, breaking in new skates is kind of the worst, right? Blisters, sore ankles, the whole deal. Aura is here to make that way easier. Their skates are built with a one-piece carbon fiber shell that you can heat mold to your foot, so they fit you and not the other way around. And Aura skates have an integrated collar system, which basically means your boot bends with you while giving you the support that you need. Translation: more skating, less complaining. Visit auraskates.com to learn more. Welcome to the Rocker Skating Podcast. It is part 2 of our European Championships recap. We talked about the pairs and the men in part 1, so go back to that if you haven't listened to it. But here's part 2 to close us out before 4 continents. Okay, women.
Okay, oh boy.
Another instance where the winner was amazing.
Yeah, awesome.
Nina frickin' Petrakina. Are you kidding me with, like, you had surgery in October. I am so flabbergasted by how good she was here.
Yeah. Most people don't like Europeans, and she's one of those people who does.
She loves
She
Europeans.
always has a good
she,
Europeans free skate.
She had that breakthrough here 4 years ago, right? Wasn't it 4 years ago?
Yeah.
And I remember being like, Nina Petrakina should have been higher in the standings because she skated so well there.
Yeah.
And I think she was like 7th. Yeah, she was 7th. And she like skated lights out in the free skate.
Yeah.
And of course that was the time with, 3 Russians on the podium and all that stuff.
So being 7th, she was basically like 4th.
Right.
If you don't count them.
Yeah. And then she comes and wins Europeans last year, and then comes back and started the season and then had surgery in October and then couldn't even do a triple Lutz until like a week and a half ago.
What competition did we see her at? Was it Golden Spin where she was really struggling? Talent, yes. Yeah.
Yeah, she had a sow and a toe. And in a national, she had a sow, a toe, and a loop.
Wow.
That was a month ago.
And then she did triple Lutz, triple toe, and triple flip in her short program at Europeans.
She said something to the effect of, I've never trained so hard in my life, except for the last couple of weeks. And I'm kind of like, girl, you just came back from surgery. Should you be doing that?
Yeah.
Wow. But she did it.
Yeah. So she was the only woman in the women's event who did not men. There was a lot of menning. The silver medalist was 5th in the short, 3rd in the free. The bronze medalist was 4th in both segments, and the 4th place finisher was 2nd in the short, 8th in the free. So it was a day.
And then the 5th place finisher was 11th and 2nd. Like,
They've outmanned the men.
I'm looking down. No, I mean, I would say Serena Jost and Kimi Repon and Katja Kurakova, they actually did good skating in the short and in the free skate. They were steady. They weren't spectacular, but they were steady. But yeah, basically everybody else was like, what?
Yeah.
What is happening?
Our friend of the pod, Sharknaki, Laranaki Gutman, won Italy's first medal in the women's event. She won the bronze, first since Carolina Kostner, and I can't remember the year. Carolina won her last in 2018. She was bronze.
Yeah.
So 8 years.
Oh, they were so happy for her.
Yeah. I mean, I have mixed feelings because
Me too.
I adore Lara. I'm very happy for her to get a medal, but she could have won this competition.
Yeah.
And those are the 2 worst skates she's done all year.
I would have been very curious to see what a clean Laranaki Gutman would have done versus a clean Nina Petrakina. Because obviously with the mistakes and stuff, the component scores go away, and Laranaki just doesn't have the reputation to have reputational PCS marks, and so she gets a 63 in the free skate. But her programs are the stronger of the programs between
Mhm.
her and Petrokina.
Yeah. And
And
the
yeah,
impact of her someone going out skating clean in this field of so many mistakes is powerful. I feel like that would have given her a boost if she had
right.
done it.
Like I would have been curious to see what those scores would have been like for her,
Mhm.
because it's also the fact that like Laranaki has huge jumps. Like
Mhm.
they are that triple Lutz half loop sow
Flip.
is gigantic.
Sow? Sow. You're right.
Sow.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's gigantic.
Mhm.
And she saved that bronze medal
Mhm.
by, after making mistakes on her first two jumping passes and stepping out of her Lutz, which was supposed to be that combo, and the
Mhm.
flip, she came back and did that
Mhm.
combo in the second half.
Yeah. That was that was
It
brave.
was gutsy, very gutsy of her, very shark-like.
Yeah, I know it's a shark adjective.
Yeah, very. What is the adjective for shark? Oh, there's no like real. Is
Swift,
there any?
predatory.
Let's
It
not
was
say let's
predatory.
not say predatory in the podcast. Um,
It was voracious.
it was ferocious,
Mhm.
voracious.
Yeah.
It was shark-like.
It was dangerous.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
squaliform,
Salakian is Shark
Salakian,
Lake. Salakian.
selicoid. Okay, we're done. We're done with this. But Laranaki, congrats
Mhm.
on your European bronze medal.
Mhm.
I messaged with her afterwards, and she was
Mhm.
like, "I can't even believe it." And I'm like, "Believe it, girl. Like,
Y
own it. You
Yeah,
like,
next year you better win
yeah."
because you can. You can.
She's so
She's
good,
so good.
and she doesn't know that she is so
No.
good.
Oh,
She really
well,
doesn't.
better than the alternative.
Yeah, for sure.
And our friend Luna Hendricks, awesome, awesome free skate. I mean, another one who is like coming back from injury, has had an up and down season, and just capitalized on this opportunity
Yeah.
at the right time. Her short program was not good, but her free skate was
Again,
like, yeah.
once again, that short program. Like
Hmm.
Luna, I think you need to go back to one of your old short programs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's not Celine is not working for you for the short.
Yeah. I was really surprised that Nina Pinzarone finished as high as she did. I guess she was 8th in the free skate, but her free skate was so, so tight. I mean, those jumps were really, really, they're barely off the ground.
I would have
So
had
tight.
I would have had her behind Gubanova for
Yeah, I
sure.
agree. I agree.
And it was a point separating those two.
Mhm.
Um, it was unfortunate because it was her a chair, a
Chair, a
table,
table,
a
a
lamp,
lamp. What was the last thing? A
cur-
sourdough starter.
curtains with white trimming or
Oh, yeah,
something.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Something about
Okay.
curtains.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, it was great to see her skate that short program the way that she did. I mean, I don't think this season she's going to be getting any clean combos in there. It's going to be very tough given that she's just come back from injury, and
Yeah.
the rotations on her combos have always been an issue.
Yeah.
But that short program was very good for her,
Mhm.
and it was nice to see. The
Mhm.
free skate was just a mess,
Mhm.
and it was you 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 kind of she I think she felt a bit of the pressure,
Mhm.
and it just sort of multiplied throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with Anna Pizzetta.
Oh my gosh. Her short was great,
Yeah,
and gosh, she has so much potential. It just kills me every time. She's very Caitlin Osmond. She just has those huge jumps. She has like a really nice body line, and the way she moves her arms is very good. And I think she could be such a dynamic performer, a competitor, but the inconsistency is just kind of, insurmountable.
yeah, yes. Somehow she needs to figure out which coach she needs to like
Mhm.
get the consistency in.
Mhm.
Because you can't be doing these beautiful triple Lutzes and then popping your loop and your sow.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that just kills your base value.
Yeah.
And again, it's just like the big skating, it's all there.
Yeah.
It's all there. Um
Maybe she should call Damon Allen.
Maybe
I
she
don't know if
should
she
call
wants to move to Colorado, but, you know, I think Amber had similar issues and,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, who knows? There are a couple of really good potentially retirement skates here.
Mhm.
Josephine Taillagard.
Oh,
Speaking of Celine Dion,
Josephine. Yeah,
speaking of Celine Dion, that
our
free
girl.
skate was so good
Mhm. Mhm.
and so underscored. And like I know she was 23rd after the short program and was going second in the free
Mhm.
skate after someone who had just fallen 5
Yeah.
times. But like judges,
This
come
is code of
on.
points is built to accommodate situations like this, and you're supposed to judge the performance fairly and not save all of your elevated PCS for the later groups because she
Yeah,
deserved them.
the PCS was ridiculous.
Mhm.
The GOEs were ridiculous, I'd
Mhm.
say. Like she she had a couple cues. She had a couple clean triples, but like for all intents and purposes, she landed four triples that were either clean or on the cue.
Mhm.
And it was just like a bunch of zeros on even the clean triple jumps were getting zeros. And the step sequence, there was somebody who gave her a 0 as a GOE for her step sequence. Like, what are you doing,
That should
judges?
be investigated. That's, like, unacceptable.
And then she gives her whoever this judge is gave Josephine a 6 for presentation.
What? Were they even watching?
Yeah, exactly. Were you even watching, or were you so shocked at what happened in the skater before that you
Yeah.
stopped watching? Like what? Like,
That's wrong. That's just like, come on.
and Josephine was 5 points away in her technical score from getting her minimums for Worlds here, and
Oh.
this program should have
Yeah.
been more than enough for
Yeah,
her
it should have.
to have gotten the
Yeah.
56 points that she needed on her
Yeah.
technical mark in order to get the thing, but like the GOEs just weren't there.
Mhm. Yeah. That's frustrating.
I cannot underscore how disappointing it is for everybody who is watching that program to watch that program and then see a 106 come up and to know that that didn't get her a big enough technical score for her to go to Worlds.
Mhm.
So unless she finds a competition that can get her those technical marks, that might have been it for Josephine Taillagard,
Yeah.
which is very sad.
Mhm. At least we got to see her in Beijing with her awesome short program.
I know.
We got to see
It
it
was
on
great.
Olympic ice.
It was great. Who else did well?
Julia
Julia
Sauter.
Sauter.
She was so
Julia
emotional
Sauter.
too. Great free skate.
She has such great technique. When those jumps are on, that triple lutz that she did at the beginning was one of the best triple lutzes of the entire competition. It was
Mhm.
so nice.
Mhm.
Um, and super emotional. She was 18th after the short program, 6th in the free skate, and finishes 11th.
Yeah.
So she was very good. I really enjoyed her. And then Katya Kurakova
Mhm.
with a redeeming free skate. This could also have been her last European
Mhm.
championship. She is going to the Olympics,
Mhm.
um, but this could have been her farewell Europeans. So there was a lot of emotion there.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. The women's event was a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah. A lot of downs,
A lot.
unfortunately. But there were some good ups.
We were sort of getting prepared from the U.S. Nationals ups and downs that we were getting as well. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it
it
is a rough time of year. It's just
is.
yeah.
The stakes are high and the
Mhm.
mistakes come in.
Mhm. Yeah.
Mistakes.
All right,
All
you wanna
right,
talk about Ricky Martin?
let's.
Un, dos, tres.
I cannot believe how much Ricky Martin we heard
Un
in
pasito
the.
pa'lante, Maria.
Oh my God!
Un
It's like
pasito para atrás.
It's literally like Ricky Martin has 3 songs.
And they all the same
It's
beat.
it's Copa de la Vida,
Uh-huh.
it's Maria,
Uh-huh.
and
Livin'
it's
La Vida
Livin' La
Loca.
Vida Loca. And the thing was, most people didn't even use Living La Vida Loca.
Yeah, it was
It was the
Maria
other
and
2.
Copa de la Vida. Yeah. Yeah.
He
All the
literally
same.
Ricky
Beat was
Martin
great.
literally has an entire Latin discography in the 90s.
And I'm gonna guess a lot of those songs meet the beat per minute
Exactly!
requirement. Yeah. There's a lot there. Yeah.
If you're gonna use Ricky Martin, like, take advantage of the fact that he was a Latin superstar in the 90s and not just a, like, pop sensation who did Living La Vida Loca.
Mm-hmm.
I just said La Vita Loca like it's Italian. La Vida Loca.
You're ready for the Olympics.
Yeah. Like, was She Bangs too late?
Oh, I think that was like 2000.
Oh, it's 2000. Literally, it's
But
2000.
there was plenty of stuff. Yeah, there's a lot.
Oh, speaking of which, I'm going to do a little detour here.
Okay.
Ricky Martin and Hudson Williams just met at Milan Fashion Week.
Oh, you stay away from him, Ricky. He's ours. You back off.
Okay, we're talking about heated rivalry again. Sorry for this interruption on this podcast.
I've had 2 weeks of skating. I'm ready to get back into heated rivalry Twitter. Okay.
But also, tennis superstar Coco Gauff invited Hudson and Connor Story to watch her at the Australian Open.
And our friend, Nick McCarville, is working that event.
I know.
So, Nick, if you get to meet them before us, good for you, but also, how dare you?
I know. How dare you? We were the ones who did the podcast episode on it.
Yeah, did.
I'm still trying to figure out how we get them to Milan. Anyway, let's get back to the European Championships. Ricky Martin was full on. It was like
it was so much.
In the fall, it was a lot of Backstreet Boys, and all of a sudden, when we went to Europe, it was a whole bunch of Ricky Martin.
Yeah. I haven't heard that much Ricky Martin, I think, in my life ever. Maybe since high school, like on the radio over multiple weeks. But like all at once, it was wild.
It was literally like somebody just put on like a Spotify station that only has 5 songs and then just repeated it over and over and over again.
They were only 3 songs.
Oh my gosh, it was so much.
Yeah. That said, some of the teams that skated to Ricky Martin did a great job. And the one I really want to highlight is our Swedish friends, our Swedish faves, Mila Rudreiten and Nikolai Meyerov. They're so good.
They're so good.
And it's like every time I see them, I'm more impressed than the last. Mila she skates, she's so expansive in her body movement. She really, just down to her fingertips, she's so expressive. And she can skate with power and a lot of edge control and like really clean, clear edges, but with power. She doesn't do the like slow to show the judges the edge or show the panel the edge thing. It's just their attack is so exciting. And I thought both of their programs here were fantastic. I was swept away. I was like loving it. I think they were underscored personally. But 12th in both segments, 13th overall. I think, it's respectable. But, that was my other Swedish experience at this competition. That was, fantastic.
I mean, Laranaki Gutman also had a Swedish experience because a whole bunch of people went to IKEA and got those sharks from IKEA.
Yes. That's funny.
So Laranaki Gutman also had a Swedish experience. Ricky Martin all over the place because Val and Kasimov, who went before them, also skated to Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
So it was Ricky Martin back to back.
Yeah.
There's just so much Cup of Life. I mean, like, that was a song that he wrote for the World Cup.
Yeah.
I remember jamming to it. I remember jamming to it as a teenager, and I was like, nobody's listening to this song. I am.
Yeah. The Israeli team did Ricky Martin. Shout out to the Hungarian team for doing La Bouche. I appreciated it.
According to Ricky Martin's Wikipedia, June 7th is Ricky Martin Day in New York City.
Oh.
Yeah.
Of course, Turkula Versluis,
Yes, they did.
Versluis,
They
the
did.
Finnish team, they have a
They did
great
Ricky
Ricky Martin
Martin.
program with very accurate hair and dress by Yulia. Props to her. I was
The
there,
the
and I can attest
Nordics.
to its accuracy. Yeah.
The Nordics. The Nordics. They love
Yes.
the Ricky Martin.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. So actually, despite all the complaining I've done about the other disciplines, dance was a pretty good event. Both segments I thought were pretty well skated,
Yeah.
aside from some twizzle issues in the last group of the free dance. But good performances here. I mean, I'm always impressed by them, by Loïcia Demougeot and Théo Lemercier. I thought had two great skates. They had a good result here. They were ninth. And Lopareva Brissot were also just really excellent. I love their free dance. Um, they had a great competition.
I gotta say, I feel like their rhythm dance is finally hitting the stride.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, it always is sort of like that with them. It's like they do something a little bit different. Yeah,
Yeah.
the finger pointing.
Uh-huh.
They do something a little different, and it takes a little bit of time to eat both for the audience to get into it, and then for
Mhm.
them to like really embody it.
Mhm.
And I think it's really working now. I'm still
Yeah.
like the free dance. I like parts of it, um, but I think they could be weirder.
Yeah, they could. They could.
It's Bjork.
The lifts are weird, so that's good. I think they're
Their lifts
cool.
are beautiful. Their lifts are so good.
Yeah. They told me at Skate America they really try to listen to Bjork's voice while they're skating so they can really emote to it and hear it while they're skating. And I was like, I love you guys.
I feel like
You're so cool.
I feel like I would be
Yeah.
disoriented if I'm listening to
Mm,
Bjork's voice. It's so atonal.
yeah. Yeah. Um, yeah. Smart Deke had a kind of tough rhythm dance. I felt like Olivia really got ahead of herself. She was really attacking the program to the point where I feel like it kind of made her shaky and made her like off a bit in her elements. And they were 10th in that segment, which
Well,
was a lot lower than we expected.
and they had an exclamation point. That was the big problem.
Yeah, that too.
That cost them 3 points.
We had a few of those here
There were
that were a
two
little
exclamation
strategic.
points. Yeah, there were two
Yeah.
exclamation points. They had one, and then Fournier Baudry Cicerone
Mhm.
had one.
Mhm.
And that kept them from building a large lead in the short or
Yeah.
in the rhythm dance.
Those calls yeah, I'm
I
not
just
always yeah.
At this point, I was talking about this on my recap show. It's like, what's the point? Like, why are we
Mhm.
nitpicking what is essentially a non-element?
Yeah. It's a
Like,
choreographic
it's a
element. Leave them
choreographic
alone.
element.
Yeah. They just want more control to choose the
It's ridiculous.
result
Like,
they want. Sorry. It's just not very
if,
nice to say.
if but if the point is we are like taking out our stopwatches
Mhm.
and looking at every single little thing, and it's like, oh, did their like costumes touch, and that becomes like a touch, and like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Their
It's like, what
souls touch.
are we doing really? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Um, I'm glad Rhea and Amberlevichus had a good rhythm dance because they did not have a good free dance.
Mhm.
Um, for me, Guignard Fabry's Backstreet Boys is still not up to their standards.
Yeah. I agree with that. It's yeah.
It feels immature
It does. And it
for
feels
two people who are in their mid-30s.
But also, it's not even the, like you could do it in a nostalgic way. I feel like they do it like they are 17.
That's the thing, right?
You know?
Yeah.
It's not like they're even having fun with it. They're like, "We're doing the Backstreet Boys for real."
Yeah.
I will say, I think they skated it very, very cleanly here, and the crowd was really into it. Even going after Lila and Louis, the crowd loved it. So I thought
Yeah.
that was like, and the score here was better. But yeah.
But their free dance, though, can we talk about their free dance? It was
Gorgeous.
so good.
It was so good, and it was such a relief, like, sigh of relief for them to skate like that. That was great.
I don't think I have seen them push as hard on a free dance
Mhm.
in years. Like, it
Mhm.
was like it was like they were there on a mission, and that
Mhm.
mission was to be back in the Olympic conversation, and they
Mhm.
certainly are now.
Yeah.
They're
I
underscored.
Underscored. I mean, I was surprised if they're gonna get a 125 that I thought Fear and Gibson, despite having a, relatively strong rhythm dance, they had some issues in the free dance. They had a twizzle issue, and they were quite slow after that. I mean, I was
Mhm.
texting with someone who was in the building, and she said that they were just very slow in real life. And for them to come so close to the Italians' free dance score, I thought was really hard to understand. After
Mhm.
the Italians put on just like, an exquisite show of just edge work and, performance and attack. It was very, that was just like, "What's going on?" That's still they were too close together.
Yeah.
And then if you look at the teams that skated so well earlier, like, in the free dance, like, Smart and Deke and Lopareva Brissot and,
Davis smoking.
Davis Smolkin, and then you see that Fear Gibson beat all of them. It's just kind of like, "Really?" With that big of a mistake and
Yeah.
that kind of a performance, it was a little bit, yeah, questionable.
Like it
Um
was what was interesting was, right, like they started off strongly, right, with
Mhm.
that combo lift is like such a highlight
Yeah.
because he takes advantage of his shorter arms and his bent elbows to make
Yeah,
that basically pair
an
carry lift,
overhead.
not
Yeah,
an actual lift.
yeah.
It's a very, very good loophole,
Mhm.
Lewis, that you have found for yourself. And it's such a crowd pleaser, right?
Yeah,
Because it starts stationary and it goes rotational, and
yeah.
he's so good with those rotational lifts
Mhm,
because he just gets so much speed, and
mhm.
it gives you all of the feels.
Yeah.
And then they go into those twizzles, and oh my goodness.
Yeah,
She lost her center, she ran into him, they
yeah,
tripped. It
yeah.
could have been a much bigger disaster,
Mhm,
but luckily, like, when she stepped out of her twizzle, it was basically done,
mhm. Yeah,
and he was done with his, and so when
yeah.
they finished
It
all
was
that,
like
they
the
were
choreographic flourish at the end that they left
yeah,
out.
they were able to still get most of the levels. Like
Mhm.
Lewis's 4 was
Yeah,
correct, and,
yeah.
her 3 was correct, and
Mhm,
so, yeah,
mhm.
um,
Yeah. I had a little, like, hope that Lewis would show up in a kilt for this competition, but, he didn't.
given that they are in,
Yeah. Y
England,
yeah, I mean, our
Great
friend Mark
Great Britain.
Hanratty wore a kilt for the day, and
Yes.
I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be that day," and then here comes Lewis in his pants. I
If there
was
was
not,
any time to be skating in a kilt. But I
Yeah.
have to say, if you're not practicing wearing a kilt the entire
Mhm.
year, it'd be very hard.
That's true. That's true. A little chilly too.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like he probably would need to wear pants underneath
Yeah,
for rules purposes.
John Kerr wore shorts down to his knees,
Right,
like
right.
biker shorts.
Yeah.
But for the rules in the free dance, I'm not really sure.
Yeah,
I need to
because
look.
the Cares did theirs for their original dance.
Yeah.
So it was like
Mhm. Mhm.
costume appropriate for
Mhm.
him to have
For the
worn the
dance.
kilt.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
mean, if women are allowed to wear pants, then men should be allowed to wear kilts.
yeah. Yeah.
Skirts. I call them
Yeah.
skirts.
Yeah. Agree. They
Kilts.
should be able to wear tights too.
Well, there have been some skaters who've worn what are very close to tights, and
Yeah.
they're like, um,
Sometimes they get a costume deduction, sometimes they don't.
yeah. I mean, Jonathan Rogers at U.S. Nationals, that was very tights oriented, that
Yeah.
costume.
Yeah.
So
Um, yeah. But the Italians did finish above Fear Gibson. Not by much,
they
but they
did, but
did.
they should have been like if Fear Gibson
128 in that free dance.
yeah, if Fear Gibson got him,
131.
well, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just
Um,
looking at their protocols, and it's just, it's a lot of threes. That
mhm.
was the big problem, was that they
Mhm.
weren't getting the fours.
Yeah.
Um, and they're just, it's just not quite there. Like, judge number 1 was very generous with them. Judge number 5 was very generous with them.
Mhm.
It was like there were 3 judges that gave them big scores, and the rest of them were sort of a little bit more in the middle. And so that averaged out to a little bit less.
Um, judge
Fournier
number
Beaudry,
1
yeah.
is Christian Baumann. Uh, where is he from? I don't know him. German, I think.
We're
And
doing some
then,
we're doing some judge investigative reporting
yeah.
right now.
And then Katerina Swarenko. That's got to be, I want to say Polish?
Sounds Slavic.
Yeah. Non-Montreal aligned. I hate doing that, but yeah. Mm,
Well, speaking of Montreal aligned,
Polish. She's Polish.
Polish. Speaking of
Mhm.
Montreal aligned, Fournier Beaudry Cicerone, as expected, wins their first
Mhm.
Europeans, and in the same week as Gabriela Papadakis's memoir that came out.
Mhm.
And so there was a lot of lot of lot of a lot going on,
Mhm.
given the allegations, given the lawsuit that is coming back at the allegations, the cease and desist, all of that stuff. We'll talk about that another time. But they've rid themselves of any huge errors here, which has
Mhm.
been a thing for them. Um, but I think 220, 243. I think a
Huge.
lot of people came into this season, especially at the beginning of the season, being like, are they going to run away with the Olympic title?
Mhm.
And I think given what we have seen both at the Grand Prix final and here, I think it'll be closer than a lot of people thought at the beginning of
Yeah.
the season between them and Chalk and Bates.
So their rhythm dance score here, Chalk and Bates have beaten and would easily beat. Chalk and Bates' best rhythm dance score is an 88.74, and the French got an
With
86.93 here.
with the exclamation mark. So without
Yeah.
the exclamation mark, they would have been fairly close. It would have been like
Yeah.
88, 89.
But Chalk Bates' best free dance score of the season is a 131.68. And that's not touching a 135 like the French scored here.
Yeah.
So, and that was also with a bit of a twizzle error because
Yeah.
Laurence was off timing on her twizzles. She still got the level, but it affected or supposed to affect the GOE.
It didn't,
It didn't, but it should have.
did it?
So,
Like maybe the judges were ready to give them fives and then gave them threes and fours, but
mm,
like,
I don't like to see that. And I
it,
feel like there's a rule about, I would have to look it up, but how significant of an error you have, how much the GOE should come down. But yeah,
yeah,
that's a 3 for those twizzles is like, that's very generous.
yeah.
Um, yeah. Their tech score when they were getting off the ice was so they were like at a 76, and then the next one after, like the leader was like at a 70, 71. So that was just
I mean, you also have to look at
colossal.
these. Yeah, you also have to look at these in relativity to each other too, right?
Mhm.
Because the threes and fours that they gave to Fournier, Beaudry, and Cicerone for those twizzles were some of the highest, if not the highest, that anybody got for their twizzles. And you tell me those were the best twizzles that you saw all day?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
So, it's like Guignard Fabry got twos and three, like a two and the
Mhm.
rest threes on their
Mhm.
twizzles. I'm not going to talk about Fear and Gibson because they had the mistake.
Mhm.
Loparie Brissot had all threes and a four. So,
Mm.
like, you know,
And that
Smart and
was
Deke
them
had
clean.
twos. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, it is one of those things where it's like, are you watching this or not?
Yeah.
Because it was
Yeah.
very clear in real time that
Yeah.
the first twizzles that they did, half of it was out of sync.
Yeah. Like very
And
visibly real time out of sync.
yeah, and she was very Laurence was very good about keeping her center so that
Mhm.
she didn't miss the edge on that
Mhm.
twizzle and had it leveled down, but
Mhm.
it's still out of sync.
Mhm.
It was still scratchy.
Yeah. Um, the
And the
Tashlers. Okay.
and no, sorry, and also the I thought the curve lift was a bit scratchy too, and they got all fives for
Yeah.
for the combo curve lift.
Yeah, that was confusing. It's just like, what's going on? European dance event at Europeans is usually kind of very suspicious and strange, but this was like, you don't even need to do this. They're going to win. Like, um, yeah. Uh, I was going to mention the Czech teams. The Tashlers finished 10th here, but the Mrazeks were not here, and I have not heard why. They withdrew before the competition.
Mm.
And there's one other withdrawal that we did not mention in the men's event. Vladimir Litvintsev withdrew before the event. And I don't know whether it was a visa issue or not. I would guess that might be it. But I took the liberty of messaging him on Instagram and asking him if he was okay. And he said he's doing great. He wrote me back. So he said, I'm fine. So I can't wait to see him in Milan. I hope he gets his visa. So the men's event was a little bit less weird without him.
I know.
And would have been a great opportunity for him to skate really well because,
He could have medaled.
yeah. Yeah,
given
he
given what
might have.
happened. Oh,
Oh gosh. I
and
would have
also
gone nuts.
I know. And also in the dance event, Janse van Rensburg and Stefan also withdrew.
Oh, yeah.
I think she was she had an injury or she was ill or something
Mhm.
to that effect. I don't remember
Mhm.
exactly.
Mhm.
Um, but there was also a little bit of drama. I'm like we're just like jumping around here, but there was a little
Yeah.
bit of warm up drama because Marco Fabri did not have a proper warm up,
Oh, yeah, I forgot about this.
and I
Do we
asked him
know
about it,
Oh, yeah.
and he told me basically that one of his hooks went loose on his blade, or not on his
On
boot,
his boot.
and so he tried to basically uh, thread the lace through the hole where the hook would have been,
Mhm.
and it wasn't working, and he was
Mhm.
trying to figure it out, and he was basically like messing with his skates the entire warm up,
Yeah,
and he
they
did
had
I don't
1
think
minute to warm up.
yeah, he didn't have much time. So for them to skate like that there,
Mhm.
so
Yeah. Yeah.
good comeback there.
Mhm. That's experience.
Well, that was Europeans.
It was.
A lot of things happened at Europeans.
Mhm.
And we have now one more competition before the Olympics, which will happen very soon. And before I forget, because I was going to talk about this and then I forgot to talk about this, there was one other skate off that happened this week, which was for the Finnish women's spot.
Mm.
Ida Karhunen was at Europeans, while Olivia Lisko was at Crystal Skate. And it was the last time that, Ida Karhunen, after Finnish nationals, was ahead of Olivia Lisko by like 4 or 5 points. And so Olivia Lisko, if she were to overtake Ida Karhunen, had to get something like a 185 or 190 or even higher, some very large score at Crystal Skate in order for her to overtake Ida. And she did not. She got something like something in the 150s, and so um, Ida Karhunen will be going to the Olympics for Finland.
Yeah.
That was my last bit of inside baseball reporting for this week because there was a
Yeah.
lot of little inside baseball things.
We'll get some blinkyography in Milan.
I know, I know.
So next week is 4 continents.
4 continents will actually
And
start on
yeah.
Thursday and not Wednesday.
Well, I just calculated it. The women's short program starts at 12:45 in Beijing on Thursday, and that is
That's like 9
it,
p.m. for you.
yeah, it's like 8:45 p.m. for me, and we usually record at 5, so we can get the preview done before they start skating. Right before. Yeah.
So we will be here for a preview of 4 continents on Wednesday in our usual time slot, 8 p.m. Eastern. And you know what? It's going to be interesting too because there most of the Olympians are not going to 4 continents. Some of them are, especially some
Yeah.
from Asia,
Mhm.
um, and Australia.
Mhm.
But the thing too also is that the people who are going from Japan and from the US and from Korea are really good.
Yeah,
Like many of these skaters in any other year would have qualified for the Olympics. So
yeah,
don't think of this as like really a second tier competition because we're going to get some first top tier skating at
yeah.
Four
It's gonna be a
Continents from these
great
skaters.
dance event.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the dance event's going to be great. The women's event's going to be great. The
yeah,
men's event's going to be great. Like
yeah,
it's going to be fun.
yeah. I think the Americans are flying out today. I saw Emmy posted something about it. So, yeah, another competition.
Oh my gosh. Another competition. All right. Well, we're going to do a little resting. This will be my last consecutive live show until Wednesday. I've literally done a live show every single day since January 5th.
Oh my gosh, Jackie.
2 weeks in a row. Yeah, get ready for that, folks,
Yeah.
because that's going to be like Olympics every day.
Mhm.
All right. Well, Michelle, anything else on your mind before we close this out?
No. Yeah, I'm tired and I need a break before Four Continents. But yay, more skating.
I'm also tired. Very, very exciting. All right, for Michelle Ellis, this is Jackie Wong, Chief Skate Nerd of RockerSkating.com. Thank you to John Wilson Blades for your support. And thank you to Tara Nichols for listening to us blab on and on about figure skating and a little bit of heated rivalry. Connor Story and Hudson Williams, if you are listening to this podcast, please come to Milan.
Please come.
I know you're figure skating fans and you're listening to this podcast every week, so we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.
Bye.